Hello, my name is Gloria, and this is Vodafone Healthline, proudly brought to you by Vodafone. The future is exciting. Ready? Well, it's season 7, and Vodafone's main focus is on women and children's health. Nanedie, my name is Dr. Foya Krado. Say ye day ye apomudin and sempa ebebrem. When you want why krado dia, ye fancy swear. Well, today on the show, our doctors are Bright, Abba, and Foley. Hi, guys.
Hi, Gloria.
Well, I have a message for you. Ghana for some country, money Vodafone say, Omodamwa say, Makanya or Mapomudin, Ama, one more any sopa, and Timosudan, I'm a catch Ghana for.
I guess it's what we do. We like to advise and give people the best information to live healthy lives. So this is a great opportunity for us. So we enjoy what we're doing.
Nice. You know, it looks like the most sought after doctors, Bisa. Or better still, Ghana's star doctors. Well,
celebrity doctors.
You know. I'm sure you are tired of signing autographs. I am for it.
It used to be fun, you know, but right now we just get out and say, oh, it's my twin brother, it's not me.
Dr. Foley.
Well, few people tease you here and there, but I guess you have to learn to manage it.
All right, okay. So it's time to go to the streets and find out what the street doctor has for us. Let's go. What's the main car?
So we just found Kwesi.
Okay.
Kwesi is a tractor driver here. Kwesi has a question he wants to ask us. Kwesi, what is it? And they do Mboko. Okay. Now, I sent me an episode with Kwesi. Me and you.
Yes, it's a woman who's a beer, a man in the future.
Okay, so guys, Kwesi wants to know whether beer can give a pot belly. I'm sure there are a lot of men who are waiting for this answer. Okay, so let's break it down. Kwesi, so no beer and now alcohol beer containing calories. Now calories they free beer muno, any alcohol muno. Baby a taco shapa ya oyem any o midsection. Inti and now what who say nipa bebre omo no beer na alcohol omo no mbako mienu ni miensa na nine. So yes adia obenya calories ni bebre. When that happens, potbelly ni bet me aba. But yemusa omo maka e wo studio yente de omo so beka.
Okay, so let's start somewhere. One send what dream pot belly. Where there 6 packs and 1 pack asem. Ain't yet so jemwa mo fan kwai.
I think that Sylvester has already, put the point across quite clearly. The thing with alcohol is that it does contain calories, which usually would be a good source of energy for us to do stuff with, move about. And if you do that, then you burn it off and it really usually is not problematic. But if you don't, then it settles around your mid-waist and causes that pot belly. But the next question, Gloria, is that why is it that some people do get the pot belly without drinking anything at all? Yes, and some don't drink at all and they spot it. So those are all attributable to individual differences. Really, if you are lucky, you might miss it. But if not, you probably just develop that pot belly because of excess alcohol. But then again, alcohol has other effects on dietary practices, doesn't it?
Oh, it does, it does. You know, the thing about alcohol is that even though it's not beer, you can have the hot ones. Once it just contains alcohol, alcohol itself contains a lot of calories. Now, the body does something very interesting. The liver is what breaks down all the calories. It also breaks down alcohol. So in the presence of alcohol, the liver chooses to rather break down the alcohol and leave the large amounts of calories the alcohol contains. And if you don't burn your calories within 24 hours, that's when it's converted into fat, all right? And therefore, you have a lot of fat rather being accumulated. And you'd also realize that people who take a lot of alcohol or beer tend to always want to take it with some food. Okay, so exactly. That means the person is just packing on the calories and the alcohol is being broken down and the calories is just being stored as fat. So it's very important that while you're taking all these calories, you make sure that you're also burning the calories so it won't pack up as fat. But then just for people who want to know if they have a pot belly or not, if you stand up and you can't see your belt, you better start questioning yourself.
We think it's prosperity.
Good living.
Ani my ye na ati ye. You refuse baby all right, I don't know if Dr. Foley has something to add on.
Yeah, so what I will just add is, so if you are someone who enjoy beer, you should watch the amount of beer you take. That's right. There are some beers that have low calories. So if you are somebody who is interested in beer, you should go for beer with low calorie content in order to not to accumulate the excess calorie.
Okay.
Women can get pot bellies from beer. You know, so let's also note that.
Women.
Exactly.
Pot belly.
Although they pack up their fat around their hips, around their buttocks and around their thighs, some also pack it up in front. So it's also advisable that women watch what they take in and make sure that they burn a lot of what they take in.
I see. Let's go back to Sylvester and see. Hello? Yeah.
Kwesi any aje pan
I meet me who.
No want to kwesi say when aje.
When I just
Right, that's kwesi.
Yeah, no man fan coffee mama me. Me be say come who say we will be on. Okay. So that was the strict doctor. Ayejo man you see him so ye nya bi. Yeah, they say ye nya bi mia. Eh, they say me man no kwan so say almost ebomu it is minim de wo hwe me e na wo be hu eno ti mum ye ntwa ye ho ye ba ye wo bebre aye de be mamo.
Asil, yes, kindly buy me a few more things. I'll send you the money one by one so that I don't mix them up.
Okay, ma.
For 10 Ghana cedis, not topping up. Not of fresh life, white and brown feathered cockerel. Holding up, mom, singing voice. No, I want you to buy me some red, salty solo beef.
Why don't you send all the money at once so you don't have to pay any extra charges?
With Vodafone Cash, I pay only 3 cedis a month and I can send any amount as many times as I want at no extra cost.
Register for Vodafone Cash on *110# for 3 Ghana cedis per month. Vodafone Cash, Sika Sama Yede.
Buy pepper, original red mokosho.
The future is exciting. Ready?
This is Vodafone Healthline. You're welcome back. We're going straight to that corner where the obetiane tesokakra. And so ayana eboy ndie. Enti mo me onko na ene. Yenhwe se omba me ati bibi so a. Hi guys. Hello.
Tesokakra.
Hey, yana mo tete yen.
Oh.
Eduane edo.
Oh. By a dream.
Mo dream. Oh, I know. So what do you have for us today?
Well, Gloria, any aje pass nya akonya biom say any viewers be kasa efa obesity and overweight ho.
Yeah,
be brave say any mmeche.
Woman en kwen.
Yeah, manako. Yo, so person also tia, or if you want to lose weight, please eat. Oh, I want to stress on that. Starvation is not the way. Ochiro ho koma enye the way. Unless for religious reasons. Ebi akwasora na wo kremoni na bibi na wo fasting. Different. And no cross break it. Me patcho man chiro ho kom because ochiro kom ma emboa wo. Ebema bibia tochema. The baduane a wodi no or the food you are eating must be what your body needs. Into di aduane ebeboa wo body. Enye se we hu ni kaka na efenti no na che se na ha yenye ne sa. Nti ene ne be kanyomi kakra fa ho. The wodi no eno na se wo use for exercise and asa wo de ye 1-2-1-2-1-2. Nti aduane a obi o choba or fufuo no ebetena ho adi no wo ka fufuo no tumi do the same thing no ye betwa so wo ha Dr. Reggie Rebecca
Yo enti ye nim say dodo na enya overweight and as obese na wo fa ni pattern say aye wo Ghana ye betumi aye say 4 and 5 cry overweight and obesity. Now two main environmental causes, even though you would say some genetics play a role. Two main environmental causes: excessive energy intake and lack of exercise. Now, take the first reason why people eat excessively. By eating too much or large quantities, people are eating too excessively of in terms of energy. Now, sometimes we call choba, the size of the bowls and amount of food in it. You can see that people are eating too much. Too much means that too much energy, more than the body needs.
Indeed. Now, there one want to market na. Dochon beers, yogurt, ice creams, meat pie. My shada make us what you say onim dino. But ebu okra just one we did to say we didn't pursue so best say the beer count. Frequency, eating too often, and sometimes we first when you should catch us when they crab, but they probably had a bowl of rice. For them, fufu is food. Yeah. Rice is, as some of them will say, nkukwe. But it's also food. So let's be careful. The quantity and the frequency of eating. I say careful with that one.
This is very important because little drops of water make a mighty ocean. Now, as you keep piling small of everything, by the end of the day, you would have eaten even 3 times more than your body needs. So watch the frequency. Now, the other thing is that research is even showing that our food intake is changing. There's something called nutrition transition. Our food intake is becoming more westernized. And what is a westernized diet? It is associated with high levels of processed food. Yeah. Processed food means that the fiber has been taken away. So you need to eat so much of it before you feel full. By eating so much of it, you've eaten so much energy.
Too much energy.
Examples of foods that are less processed is to take the maize that is not removed, that is the scabbering is not removed, beans like this, another beans like this, any food like wholemeal, brown bread, brown rice, and all these are less processed and the fiber levels are very high.
They are very high indeed. And one thing I say, the trick is, pachoeka whole foods now on TSA. There's nothing in nature, I personally say, that is pure white. Literally. Nothing plant or even cassava is not pure white, if you're being honest. Into over cornubons a color cacrawum, wash your brace here. And you're white. And so you want no more bones. That one is what we're talking about. A bit of color is what we at least when you say color cacrawum, madam is it's as whole as possible.
Not color that they've colored, but
not color they've colored, that's true. Natural color, as God made it. Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'll give you a sample diet plan. Yes, Gloria.
For the day.
For a day. So breakfast, lunch, dinner.
For somebody who wants to lose weight.
Yeah. So fiber, full of fiber so that it can help you. I'll not go into portion sizes because portion size, that's a do not be, you know. A snow beer, ne juma or year, ne tintin, ne genetics, and those things who dietitian and now nutritionist. Yeah. To say, ne can't show you by personally. But nonetheless, this is it. Also, I know breakfast. Just make sure you've drank some water. Okay, one of you, what clear system, no never channel. But you are not the oats. You're good. Obiati oats and ukro. Oats has beautiful amount of fiber in there. That helps with so many things. It's not the time to go about it. So I'll tell you one day when we have the time. But oats is good. Millet is good. Ebro, what mean? Obiye say ebro dianena. Wahu obiye more. That's also fine as long as you do not sieve it. We are morena and patch also ne super. You've spoiled the whole thing. So men so ne so. We are no bet me the milk kakra bia so mpache si chire ndian ke be ya nketwa so. Wa pese osote you want to lose weight and you are indulging in sugar, please. It won't help your waistline anyway.
Okay.
And then the lunch. Lunch you want to do wachi.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah. If you are not into the rice thing, it's me red. So beans and you know plantain and all of that. You can also do green plantains really. They're also perfect with the kontomire and all those things. Someone will eat that one for dinner, fine. But you pia ope benkum for dinner is fine. Men so ne moreno so. Men fa banchi moreno so nka ho. The fancies call it etel. Okay? Make okra soup with it. Make sure that there's lots of okra, lots of garden eggs, lots of greens inside. Kontomire, ayoyo, all those things. Mani wom. Now we would now no one kwane mo. Benku no kakra bi se wonsa. Menka se mendi benku no ba kakra bi pe. So what you say? Aha. So
well, we can say more, but there's no time for it. But remember, your fruits and vegetables have a lot of fiber. So eat to meet your needs, not just eat. Okay.
Indeed, but don't forget the snacks. You can have a fruit. Okay. Yeah. In between. So come on, in Sonusuru, at least 4 sachets of water a day. At least, it's fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we say bye-bye?
Wait. In between. Yes, it been in between. Cry na.
It also sing.
Main meal wo mudi. Ayasemo. Yebesha kan wan sem ne mu yeda masi bebre. Enu nti next week mo fe bi mra.
Yes.
Aya mama ye fe bi nka ho. All right. Enti semate ye nutritionist no wo mo se ye nye bo. Na mmombo no wo ya. Dwen wapomuden ho. Se ne be ya ye mfre wo bolo. Me ye frem yo bolo na shime. Asemi ane de ase omo be twi mi kakra, me ka se twi mi kakra. Nanso eye Yeah, Brony say the truth hurts, and I'm a boy. And when you know, can you know, my monitor fan. Na yenre. So Vodafone's arms are always open to receive your messages through the 255 line. And today, our doctors are super ready. Me patrol, young can't question what someone fat why? Mo friend mo do so enu ti ya na ye yi ni kakran na episode bia ya gbbia ye beka ho asem ti ya nka wo de ho asem a fa che ye ebia dasene ye beka ho asem. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Say ya crowd there. Okay, ti yanko ye 255 line straight so. Mami kind first question na fe matwa so. Okay. Enti way free ajo ewo or say pando. Ajo say my friend is very big and I have been advising her to lose weight, but she says she likes it. What can I tell her so she does something about it?
This is interesting. You know, the fact that she wants to lose, her friend to lose weight and the friend does want to lose weight. But sometimes it could be that the friend is in denial, that she actually wants to lose weight, but because she's trying to act tough, she says, I'm okay. Or perhaps, you know, there's some men who are very attracted to women with, in quotes, enough body. You see, so,
African body.
You know, so probably that's the reason why she wants to maintain it. But at least, for the fact that Ajo is quite concerned about her friend gives me the impression that her friend has an unhealthy body weight, in other words, obesity. All right, now obesity simply means that the individual has accumulated too much fat, such that the person's weight is greater than what is expected for their height, something we call body mass index. And it's also something that predisposes you to quite a number of conditions. So people are obese because of either genetic factors, either the mother or the father or somebody in their family is, you know, obese, and therefore it gives them that chance of also becoming obese. And also, again, environmental factors and eating too much. Eating too much is another thing. Eating more than your body needs is another reason why people put on weight. So I think it's a good thing that she's concerned about her friend. I think she should continue to try and get her friend to at least, you know, begin to live a healthy lifestyle.
I would like to say that Ajo is probably very concerned about her friend's life. Probably want to keep the friend alive because obesity is associated with significant cardiovascular risks.
Okay.
For example, an obese person's body does not respond well to the insulin which comes from the pancreas. What insulin does is it helps the sugar that your body produces after food to go into the cells and then to make the body function properly. So if you are obese, your body doesn't respond to this mechanism, and therefore you are predisposed to diabetes and the problem associated with diabetes. Obesity is also associated with high cholesterol, hypertension, and then cerebrovascular accident. So Ajo should use cerebrovascular, that's with stroke, which is on the rise in Ghana. So it is very important Ajo use this information, provide this information to their friend, and convince her to do something about the weight.
So Gloria, I think something we can advise her is that you can see I'm wearing my Vodafone Fitbit.
Oh yes.
All right. Now these things help you to be able to burn, to count the number of calories you burn. So as you exercise, it tells you how much calories you're burning.
Okay.
So every day while you're exercising, you can see that, okay, this week I lost this number of calories. So the next week you try to lose more. So it's something that can help you. And I think it's something that Ajo can buy for a friend, at least that can encourage her.
Oh, yes.
And also that you should help Ajo your friend. Ajo should help a friend to research what foods she can actually take that would have low calories. And I think this would help her begin that important weight loss.
But Gloria, you know what? Everybody who's tried to lose weight knows that it's not an easy thing.
And easy.
I think all your life, it takes forever to lose. So sometimes it becomes a bit depressing when you put in so much effort to lose the weight and it's not. But you shouldn't become depressed. You gain this weight over a lifetime. You should just give yourself a proper plan with a proper trained personnel guiding you, you know, to achieve reasonable targets. I mean, somebody wants to lose 20 kilos in a month. It's not reasonable. You must set targets that are reasonable for you and then give yourself time. Debbie.
Mama, next question this way now. minim ye obefama ye na fe.
So I'll read the next question.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
The next question is coming from Kojo. Kojo says, my uncle is very fat and snore heavily. Doctor, can he be treated?
Yeah, when you will be a woman cromoda. Atete. Pacho munchire mu mayen wate.
Yeah.
Me sure say he uncle be pray.
The thing with snoring that it's not just problematic for the person that you're sleeping in the same bedroom with, but invariably causes problems for you as well. You see, it's not that when you snore, it's always a problem. You could have a temporary situation that made you snore. You had a cold, a catarrh, your airways were a little bit blocked, so you got a bit of snoring. That's acceptable. But there's some people who snore indefinitely and, you know, intolerably all the time. And that should be looked into. There are several reasons why people snore.
Okay.
One of the commonest ones is obesity. You know, obese people have weakness in the muscles in their airway, and then when they sleep, the muscles become so weak and lax that the airway is obstructed. So when they're breathing in, it's a bit difficult. For other people, it's just because of the position in which that they're sleeping in.
Okay.
Other people have structural problems with their jaw. So they have short necks, small chins. So the whole airway is not open enough for you to breathe freely. It gets worse when you lie down and you're sleeping. And shut down.
Yeah.
And I'm so, you know, with the children, they develop allergies, making some specific glands in their airways big. And so it obstructs the airway. So their adenoids, their tonsils, all come together, and when they are big, it obstructs the airway. So it's a bit of a problem. When you realize it, you must seek, you know, proper help.
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay.
You see, so to just add to what she said, you know, when you're obese, there's a lot of fat around your neck. Now, this also compresses on the airway where the air passes through, and that creates that noise that we all call snoring. So it's advised that people who snore and also happen to be fat or overweight or obese, when they lose weight or they begin to lose weight, they realize that these symptoms of the snoring begin to decrease, okay? So it's very important for the fact that they want to stop snoring to start losing weight. And like you said, if you snore or you're a habitual snore, somebody who snores, even if you're sleeping for 5 minutes, you're snoring. You see, it's causing something we call sleep apnea. So that while you're sleeping, you realize that if somebody is observant, you stop breathing about 50 to 100 times before the next morning. So it disturbs your sleep. So when you have this kind of disturbed sleep pattern, you're not getting enough sleep, you're always fatigued, you're always tired, you're always stressed, it results in hypertension. And we all know that hypertension can cause stroke, heart problems, kidney problems. So if you realize this is your uncle's problem, I think she can probably try and advise the uncle to see a doctor to get this solved and looked into.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Let's go to the next question. Dr. Bright, are you going to take that for us?
Okay, just 1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
This is coming from Ikuya. It says, I work long hours sitting behind computer. Is this bad for my health?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would like to tell Ikuya, it comes back to the same thing, especially if you're a corporate lady. These days we have most corporate institutions having gym.
Yeah.
So you close from work, you go to gym, work out. Then the following day you get to work and you sit behind your desk for the whole day. So you notice that all the benefit that could have accrued from your exercise is lost sitting behind desk. So sedentary lifestyle, caloric intake, high caloric intake can predispose her to hypertension, diabetes, cholesterol, and all the complications of obesity I have to mention. So sitting behind desk, it is not advisable. If you could, within an hour, you should try and make an attempt to move. If you need to contact your colleague at work, the best thing to do is not to use telephone. Just get up, walk. If you have to go to see your boss upstairs, it is advisable to just use the lift rather than, it's advisable to take the stairs rather than use the lift. So we want to encourage Ikuya to try and make an attempt to move as much as she can.
Now, it puts you at risk of something we call a clot forming in your legs. So if you sit down long hours without getting up at least after every hour to walk around and sit down, you can get a clot in your legs. And this clot can actually break up and come and lodge in your lungs, and that can kill you.
Hey.
So it's advised that if you know you sit down for very long hours, your job entails sitting down, make sure you get up every probably 1 hour, take a 5-minute walk and come and sit down. And that's good enough to keep you safe.
Ani baby a edro die se mo amunim ani se mo follow a ti edru ha na che se mo hyase na mo bo adwuma maye mo ma nenye simple maye ma me papa bo mo dia na prepare wo ho ye krado ezan se baby a yedru no ye be kosoro se wonya ntemase a ye me pa kira ne se adult only and etwaso ye be ba betwaso aha be ye dese.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, your hi is short, like you are short of words.
Oni bibi, maybe didi mami didi mbini kasa later.
Hold on, I'm coming, okay? Hold on.
Hey, how many we do? We have 15 minutes. That means 500 megabytes. Keep talking.
You are having lunch. Hey, do you know that breakfast comes before lunch? What are you eating, food or drink? Okay, let's pray over there, like before you eat. Oh yeah,
Call Vodafone or any network and get 10 megabytes of free data every minute you talk. Dial 5050 to subscribe.
It's adult only and I can't wait. Dr. Abba. So him say you can't wait to read the questions from them. Ebi enikapa na me peti me munse meti pa.
Okay, so Gloria, the first person's problem. The person has noticed that right after sexual intercourse, she experiences pain when she urinates and wonders whether it's a normal finding. Right, any ideas?
You know, Gloria, let me use this image to explain something to you. So if we can just look on the screens.
Please go ahead.
Okay. All right. So what we have here is an image of the female pelvis. So we have some of the organs. This is the uterus, which is where the baby forms. And we have this structure here. This is called the bladder. That's where the urine is contained. Now, if you look down from the uterus, this whole place is called the vagina. So that's where the penile organ or the male's penis would enter.
Oh.
And it's very close to the entrance of the bladder. Okay, so that's where the urine comes out of. So sometimes during sexual intercourse, there's irritation of what we call the urethral opening, which is the opening into the bladder. And that irritation can cause pain when you're urinating. Now, this pain that is actually as a result of the irritation shouldn't last for more than a day. Because after a day, the irritation should just stop because obviously what's causing the irritation is no more there. But then there are other conditions that can cause pain on urination. For instance, if the woman is allergic to latex condoms, because of the allergy, when she now urinates, she feels a lot of pain. But that again should not last for more than 3 days, okay? But there's something we call urethritis. Now, urethritis is an infection. So it could be a normal bacterial infection. It could also be a sexually transmitted infection. So what we hear like gonorrhea, syphilis, other things called chlamydia, all these can affect this passage here and also can affect the whole bladder in something we call cystitis. So if you have this infection, this is something serious that you can't take lightly, and you'd have this burning sensation of pain on urination and it would continue being there until it's treated. So these are three major things: the irritation, the allergy to the latex condoms, and also an infection of the urinary system. So these are the reasons why probably she's having pain on urination.
Wow. So not just say home no confusion we see what now kofa
samaba.
Yo, any Dr. Abba Albert was one my.
Yes, Gloria. So really,
I see.
What should we do about this, especially if you realize that it tends to be a recurrent thing? There are simple things you want to look out for. First of all, hygiene, generally, because sexual intercourse involves all kinds of organs and in some situations all kinds of other stuff. You need to try and be as clean as possible so you don't introduce infection during the whole sexual process. Clean hands, clean body, everything. The second thing is, if it does tend to recur, you notice that there's discharge after that or it persists, then you need to go see a doctor. Because sometimes you want to know specifically what the problem is, then you can deal with it. And then if you notice that you are allergic to other stuff, the latex, condom, other things, you just try and avoid all those other things. But yes, it does tend to be a rather bothersome problem. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask this. Ebi also in free bear in free ebi a bear and ebi also Emma yes.
And that's the whole concept of sexually transmitted infections. It is a war infection be to me or doing sexual intercourse, but a lot of the time sometimes it's just overexcitement during the whole process and too much aggression and
I'm out for your adventurous.
Well, I just want to add a quick one to it.
Please go ahead.
You know, the can cause bruises around the opening of the female sexual organ. And normal urine is slightly acidic. So if you have bruises around your genitalia and you're passing urine and the urine comes into contact with these bruises and there, it could lead to pain. So if you notice that your partner is not having adequate lubrication, you might want to take your time to get her into the state where she will have adequate lubrication, or use artificial water-based lubricant, and I'm sure you'll be happy if you do so.
Next question. All right, the next question is, my wife is worried about her big breasts. How do I help her?
Well, I would like to say that if your wife is worried about the big breast, then there's a concern that needs to be addressed. The first question you should ask yourself is, the complaint that your wife is churning out, is it of a recent origin? Or by the time you met her, she already had a big breast? If she already had a big breast as at the time you met her and she became your wife, then you need to reassure her that perhaps the big breast is one of the things that attracted you to her. Because she might be complaining because of the fact that she may not have good image of herself. If you reassure her and in spite of the reassurance there's a concern, then you might want to talk to a doctor. In Ghana here we have plastic surgeons who can do operation and reduce the size of your breast to the size you are comfortable with. But then if the enlargement of the breast or the complaint is of recent origin, and then especially if it is located to only one side of the breast, then you might want to consider other conditions such as cancer. So you need to talk to a doctor to be sure it is not cancer.
Okay. Can I just add, Gloria?
Just quickly, and then we'll go to the next segment.
Sometimes we go through too much stress as far as big breasts are concerned because we wear wrong size brassiers. We don't wear brassiers that are supportive enough. It's like carrying a load all your life. A well-fitted brassiere offers good support that can take the load off you and off your back. And that alone can give you enough self-confidence and avoid all the pain, the back pain that they tend to feel. So that's also very important. Must be sorted out.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. May I sure say one more questions by you now where one more I okay. Mommy and na abrantia na ayana ni hu anika wadem semde ebreye no. Wase waye krado I read yanko jemra yeba yedbia to yekotodwem. Why?
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of iRead. Today we talk about abnormal vaginal bleeding. This may be caused by birth control pills, side effects of certain medications, infections such as endometritis or pelvic inflammatory disease, kidney disease, liver disease, intrauterine device, miscarriage, or uterine fibroids. Here's what to do. Ensure that your bleeding is coming from the vagina and not from your rectum or in the urine. You can insert a tampon into your vagina to confirm that your bleeding is coming from the area of your vagina, cervix, and uterus. Drink plenty of fluids and avoid taking aspirin because it may prolong bleeding. Take non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs such as ibuprofen or naproxen for pain relief. Keep track of the number of pads or tampons you use so that your doctor can determine the amount of your bleeding and rush to the hospital.
So you see, it's not really rocket science now, is it?
All right, so a big thank you to iRead. I hope you've taken note of all the first aid tips. Media mafebi pa yenfanye juma. Yo, say menam na metiti o matiti bebre say Ghana for mofra ewa Ghana oma pomudin akọ manim papa enu nti ye beda Vodafone Healthline ase esan say asema omo kan ne say mo de ade pa abrayen na ye doctor for so ye beda mo ase esan say maboa ye mofra no pa omo ene ye dachi. Now today what we're discussing is children and mental health.
That's right.
And I hope you guys are ready.
Oh yes, we're ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Sure. I think one of the major problem with children that tends to be overlooked is depression. And it's really a cause for concern because children who have depression actually go through a lot. And when this goes unnoticed, usually it results in things that are very sad but could have easily been prevented. So we think that talking about this would help a lot of parents to really keep a close eye on their children, to pick up those subtle telltale signs that show that your child is feeling depressed. Now, depression simply means that, or points to a further, an individual is very sad and also shows a lot of loss of interest in social activities. So you find that usually these people tend to withdraw themselves, or like children tend to withdraw themselves from their friends. You see them not playing with them, but always just keeping to themselves. Usually they also lose interest in eating. So you give them food, they refuse to eat, and all that. Some children also, as part of the depression symptoms, usually get angry easily. For no apparent reason, they just snap at you and all those things. Don't look at it as if and say that, oh, Aquila desane papa. You know, for all you know, these are small telltale signs to point that this child is probably depressed and needs a little attention.
So I would like to add that. So
Sure,
once
please
you
go
observe
ahead.
these symptoms and it goes beyond 2 weeks, then it is a serious business. You need to talk to a mental health care professional. And I want to mention that there are certain issues that can predispose your child to depression. For example, if the child has a chronic medical condition that is necessitating the child to always be absenting himself or himself from school and therefore always going to hospital, this idea that he's always missing school can predispose him to depression. If there's a major life event in the family, divorce, the parents are divorced, that can predispose your child to depression. If there's a death in the family. So once these things occur in the family, the parent needs to know and then observe the child carefully and then seek appropriate treatment. Depression is not just a mood. It is not something that will go away if you do not treat it and you assume that it is one of the normal mood that children go to. It is a serious business that you need to seek appropriate treatment for if you observe these symptoms and signs in your child.
Interesting. Dr. Va, yeah,
but Gloria, it's true. I also want to extend this just a little bit from the kids to teenagers because they tend to manifest depression in rather unusual ways. So you might find that your teenage child is now indulging in, illicit sexual activity, binging on alcohol, using drugs illicitly, becoming rebellious. Those are all telltale signs of depression. You might say, difficult to control. You must interpret it the right way. I think as black parents, that's when we become extra hard, extra unreasonable. We have to be hard. But they need encouragement, they need support, they need trained medical health care provision for them. And yes, we will lose them, all through. And there is help if we look for it.
Wow, wow. I just hope that the whole family have been fed positively by our doctors. Kids corner ena ye dia betwe guo no emofra no ehu hia moma yemfa we nyina ento ho na yenhwe se omapomudin ebekoyi ede amaye bebia ye ba beko no eye bebia eye obi ani kapei amanfo bebre etie de nanso ye duru ho a na omo pese womo anije esan se ya no mo hu se ne obi abrabo ebesi asesa ye kwaba ye ba ye mi kenyina ye di begu so amamahwe
o mbese we cheska no we dem be ring na ketu evi jai na me ring na aha on so ye ma show credit na sign
my guy take my phone here call
oh Jamaican
no in swear
she Vodafone say so we call kasa se mabaku bia o mo 10 megabyte data free kwa yo etre ti fatwa call no so
Call Vodafone or any network and get 10 megabytes of free data every minute you talk. Dial 5050 to subscribe.
Hello. Aha. So I charge it. And then next week, no average. Me 12
First in our wallet, 57 years. We are a single parent. We don't have Kanishi. For 5 years ago now, me some small swelling was me through my home. And I me ya. We press it me cut down. Kakra na fe my relief. That time for me I'm a far painkiller. Now I am me kakra. I'm no na me de koba. Kakra auntie. After about 1 or 2 years ago now, I started a protrude a kese. Na a home so a hood dog. Na fe as a bench. Tina any more water. Me the ointment ya now. But later a science until all round. I was hot scar no first, me do my day, peja near my bed, saying to me, me not take a cry, and I'm bread.
I can fish up for the car in a Voyoma. One of us, you buy congelat motor. You try to motor, how do that callable? A few more caca grover, I'm your corner, we drew. Why you are born over the Tico Zana, like a dualia equally.
Let call hospitals and still no surgery no me to correct it.
I don't know a woman not your phone if I be and we are able to the whole copy to me a shame. To me, ye be and to me, so going to me, say a shame. Yan, the Bob on a canca.
And the amount I know more can nothing. Me semi will fee. To be crap promising me bet. You be sour say. Or kind of so near man could to be a senior man could and I just say, me war.
Stacy Casam nedos, Linian and say, predicamation and coupon near Bompire. It's in Pencaca. Tinam near share Vodafone for TV. Nay, I will move a bimu dear Bamus. Oh, Yanko Ponya do not get being a sweet and sweet.
Vodafone for a bear mono. Tonight, I may why say, what can I say? Mumbai Yamam, a chiahu, a Kenya. Ready. May be in Nasi, my okay. Nasa hangy in my fine.
She has a huge, very huge epigastric hernia. Yeah. Currently, she's ready for surgery. I mean, all the pre-operative investigations have been done. Anesthetist has seen her, and he has declared her fit for surgery. Yeah. So very soon we'll send her to theater. She's fine. This morning her BP is fine. Psychologically she's prepared for the surgery. Nobody can categorically tell you how long the surgery is going to take. But looking at averagely, it shouldn't be, we are looking at 1.5 to 2 hours because of the quantum of the condition that she has. It's a very huge hernia. We have to repair the hernia and at the same time resect the excess of fat of skin. So it's going to be hernia repair plus abdominoplasty. Abdominoplasty is just to take the excess of fat, what commonly people know as tummy tuck. She had 2 different types of hernia. I mean, she had 2 hernias. One bigger one and the smaller one. Yes. And the content of the hernia was the bowel, the small bowel as well as the large bowel. So what we did was repair the hernia using a prosthesis you call a mesh. It's an artificial mesh that you use after closing the wall. You lay it on top of the suture so that it will fortify your suture, and that's all. The surgery was successful. Minimum of about 7 days you can go home.
Yama wakwaba yenim se sabre de wo sukura wo sere esan se enije aba ane edu sabre de na se eye sune serie ne kakra na so de eye me depa ne se esune chi no aya na enije wo ho enije aba de a yemfa seda ema Vodafone se season 7 ni wo mo botaye pa ne so mo behwe ama ema ene emofra pomuden SCP na ye nyina ya hwe anti-fosti senior eniema si qualify anti-fosti na busuafo ewa ha a omo beda Vodafone ase na nyom nko aye o Dr. Foley so wa ha ye wi a obetu yenfo kakra senior be ya yenso ye be hwe ya pomudin eyie anti-fosti me ma kwa aba na me ba cho bibia boko de ami me hu se why fresh. Why is it 16 years no? Oh, why pepa ya hwe ne akosu nyina nya fe na ye be esan be bobo so ane me de me pese me hu se after operation nyina echi no say na wabrabo esi aye
operation echi de nyankopon dana se any Vodafone adaroma ne atwa mu fa semente me na tibribia na ye miso kamiti hoyi kade ebo ha enso nyankopon afa Vodafone fo so after operation mitimi da timi ye me ne man keten kakra
na me pese mbisa kakra se eni me bia na wontimi nye sei ubetimi ayen kakra kire
na o first mitimi say me on my live.
Hey, we atia kama. We atia. Oh, seki mame. Ah.
Na mi koto dwe. Hey. Ti me da nyame ase me da Vodafone fo ase. Oh, my ye me. Oh, mentome nkampo ni so na epese egu me. Me da mo ase. Na me hira mo kese. Metimi pra. Metimi pra.
Se we bibia.
Metimi nya maduane ye bibia. Me anti na ya no. You need to know hwe me. Se nyame adom. Metimi ye
da nyame ase. Annie. Okay, so we have the son of Madam Fosti here. Kennedy.
Yes, madam.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I can just imagine the excitement. And who said when you had Chipa, how was it for you?
Well, it was a whole experience. Just having knowledge that your mother is not feeling well, and the fact that, just like she said, she couldn't sleep, so we couldn't sleep.
I know.
You had to visit her as often as you can, even though you have a family. Moving around facility after facility, not really knowing how to tackle this, it was really a challenge. And so when Vodafone came through for us, I mean, the story has changed now. Really, words cannot really express how I feel about this. But all I want to say is more grace to your elbows, Vodafone. Now that she's stronger, I believe she can now go back to work. And I say, just continue doing what you're doing. And with this brand, I know that the sky is the limit.
Yebeda mwaseni ada nyankopon ase na afi yada Vodafone so ase. Dr. Foley.
Yeah, we want to say
what do you have to say?
We are very much impressed with her recovery and looking at her walking. We are very much excited to be part of her story. That's not all. Vodafone is not only interested in just the surgery. Vodafone is interested in her recovery. So Vodafone want to say, in spite of the fact that they assisted you to have your surgery, they want to support you in your recovery by giving you this small gift.
Oh, God bless. God bless Vodafone.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
God bless you.
Amen.
I am a simple.
Oh, Auntie Fosti. Amen. Amen. And say I sorry. Yɛda se bebree. Asana, nso yɛse wayɛ adeɛ paa. Yɛda se. Wahwɛ Auntie Fosti ama yɛn. Nyame nhyira wo, wate? Okay, amen. 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 Also, Koswana share Auntie Fosti ma yɛn. Thank you so much for coming. After this break, we'll come back.
He loves to fire that goal! Oh, I say.
Can I continue watching the football match on my phone? Yes! Go! Now by dialing star 900 hash, you can actually move data from your Vodafone fixed broadband onto your Vodafone number anytime, anywhere. Aseti, Esu, Akasa.
All right, so there you have it. For more health tips, all you have to do is to dial star 3080 hash, star 3080 hash on your Vodafone mobile to subscribe, and you receive daily tips on health. A doctor for aya crado a star 3080 hash so enti se wo pe aya pomodin ensembia ensembisebia na se bibia beboa obia when one say wo be dial star 3080 hash na yebenya wasembisa no na fe yeya no e de ama pepepe medama se enenso modi akonwa eje ope share Vodafone Healthline. Your friend me Gloria and my doctor Fuidie. Womu si de bia oma ye krado edi amao. Dr. Bright, Dr. Ba, and Dr. Foley, thank you so much. Thanks for being here this week.
It's been a pleasure.
Hope to see you next week.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. It's time to go. Bye-bye.
The future is exciting. Ready?